Count on WIS News 10 to investigate issues that matter to you. Jeffrey Reed lives in the Lakeshore at the Grove community in Columbia. He sent us this email saying, I purchased a home over a year ago. When I moved in, there were a few bad places in the road, and I was promised they would be repaired by June of 2007. Well, as of today, the roads in Lakeshore at the Grove are far worse. Please help. When we went to the community today, residents told us that when crews tried to fix the road problem, they made it worse. So, WIS News 10's Jennifer Wilson went to see what we could do to help.
For homeowners at Lakeshore at the Grove, there have been bumps in the road, literally.
I'm on an obstacle course for cars every day.
It's hard on the suspension.
Bumps, rocks, and dirt cover parts of the streets here. It started more than a year ago.
It was mostly potholes at first.
So neighbors say developer Cliff Kinder with Chestnut Hill Associates, who owns the road right now, hired a company to tear the road up and fix it. That created this mess.
Then they just disappeared, and we were forgotten, and nobody could give us any answers about why they weren't coming back. We've been living with this road condition for about a year.
We have about 46 or so kids out in the neighborhood.
Cars can't stop on gravel road.
The roads are not getting better, they're getting worse.
The core of the problem is below the surface. City engineers say some dirt here is not packed properly. So if you built a road, it could break apart. The developer has to fix that. The question neighbors here have is, why is it taking so long?
I think the developer and the city should have met long before now.
The city says the developer still has not been able to pass an inspection for compacting the road properly. The developer has now hired a geotechnical engineer to help. Once the problem's fixed, the road can be paved. Meantime, neighbors have scheduled a meeting with the city and developer for next week.
Let's get to the truth of the type of road that needs to be built for our cars in our neighborhoods to last like any other neighborhood would last, and get it done now.
I spent the day trying to track down developer Cliff Kinder. He called me back about an hour ago and was very stern, telling me he had no comment. Neighbors are hoping next week's meeting sorts out exactly what needs to be done so that the road can be paved soon. Count on WIS News 10 to tell you what happens. We looked into this story after a viewer contacted us. If you have a problem or a story idea, send an email to countonwis@wistv.com or call the Count On line at 758-1271. In the studio, Jennifer Wilson, WIS News 10.